Namaste students. In this video, you will learn how to find the distance between the 2 points whose coordinates are given, and you will also study how to find the coordinates of the point which divides a line segment joining two given points in a given ratio. In class 9, you have studied that to locate the position of a point on a plane. First, we are going to recall everything. Children, you all know this is Cartesian plane. The line x dash o x is called the x-axis and y o y dash is called the y-axis. And the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called the origin O. And the coordinates of origin are 0, 0, 0, 0. In this Cartesian plane, totally we have 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1 is both are positive, and in quadrant 2 one is negative and one is positive, and in the third quadrant negative, negative, and in fourth quadrant positive and negative. So totally we have 4 quadrants. The distance of a point from a y-axis is called its x-coordinate, or otherwise we can call it as abscissa. The distance of a point from the x-axis is called its y-coordinate, that is, or otherwise we call it as ordinate. Okay, so here minus 3 comma minus 2, minus 3 is x coordinate point, that we call it as abscissa, and minus 2 is y coordinate point, that we call it as ordinate. Next, now tell me students, 1 comma 0 lies in which quadrant? Lies in which quadrant? Any point on the x-axis is of the form x comma 0. Any point on y-axis is of the form 0 comma y. Clear children? If any point lie on x-axis means is of the form x comma 0, and any point on the y-axis is of the form 0 comma y. So see the question 1 comma 0. We have x point, x coordinate point only we have. Abscissa only we have. So the point definitely lies on x-axis. If we have y point means that point will lies on y-axis. So the answer is points which lies on the axis do not lie in any quadrant. So students, now you all know how to represent the points in the Cartesian plane. Now you are going to see important 3 formulas which we are going to use in this chapter. First formula. For that, first locate these coordinates on our Cartesian plane. 3, 2, 8, 7 and 8, 2. So 3, 2, where we have to mark in the first quadrant, and 8, 7 also in the first quadrant, and 8, 2 is also lie in the first quadrant. Okay, so first mark everything and join AB, BC and AC. So we got a triangle shape figure. Now A, C, B. Students, can you tell me what is the length of AC and the BC? Yeah, we can find easily. The length of AC is 5. How it is? The line AC is parallel to x-axis. So in the point A, the x coordinate value is 3, and in the point C, x coordinate value is 8. So 8 minus 3 is 5. The distance, that length of AC is 5. And for BC also, the line parallel to y-axis. BC parallel to y-axis. So take the y point in B and C. So 7 and 2, 7 minus 2 is 5. The length of BC is 5. Now tell me, how you can find the distance AB, the length of AB. That formula only we are going to see here, how to find the distance between the 2 points. Point A represent x1 comma y1 and point C is x2 comma y2. So how we found the value 5, 8 minus 3. 8 is nothing but x2. x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. And for the BC, we have taken the y values only, no? y2 minus y1. y2 is 7 and y1 is 2. So the answer, the length is 5. So AC, that I am going to take it as A is equal to 5. BC is equal to B is equal to 5. And AB, that distance only we are going to find. That is, I am going to take it as C. How we have to find the length AB. Clear, children? See the figure carefully, children. It is right angled triangle and we know the two sides. So easily we can find the third side, that is missing side. How we can find it? By Pythagoras theorem we can find it. So C square is equal to, that is hypotenuse is equal to, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. That's A square plus B square. Take the square root on both sides, otherwise you can shift the square to right hand side. Then you will get C is equal to root of A square plus B square. What is the value of A, children? x2 minus x1. What is the value of B? y2 minus y1. So write in the place of A and B. So C is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is the distance formula. By using this formula, we can find the distance between the two coordinates. Okay, so the distance formula, D is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Next, session formula. See this figure, children. AB is a line and P is a point which is dividing the line segment AB. How you can find that point P? With the help of the two coordinates A and B and the ratio M and N. That formula only we are going to see now. So the session formula tells us the coordinates of the point which divides a given line segment into two parts such that their length are in the ratio M is to N. How we can find the middle point, that P value, how we have to find? By using session formula. So the coordinates of the point P x comma y which divides the line segment joining the points A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2 internally in the ratio m1 is to m2 or m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m2 plus m1 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m2 plus m1. By using this formula, we can find the point P, that is x comma y we can find. Next, midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is used to find the exact center point between the two defined points in a line segment. The midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Clear, children? Therefore, the midpoint formula is m is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2 for the two given points. So children, we studied three formulas. First one, distance formula. D is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Next, session formula, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m2 plus m1 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m2 plus m1. Then midpoint formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Are you all clear, children? Thank you.